Thank you, Spirit, for being with us in nature at the water's edge. The water elemental flowing through us and to us with its crystalline codes and healing energies that cleanse and wash away what's no longer serving. Getting mega grounded, feeling the earth underneath our sit bones, opening up the portals, anchoring in all the way down to the very center of the earth, connecting to the heart and soul of Mama Gaia, tuning and communing with us in nature. The sun radiating down and drawing our antenna up to the heavens through the star portal. The crown expands, the heart opens, and we are ready to receive the blessings and gifts from the High Council, the Great Star Nation, and the Galactics. Finding the pillar, central pathway, cooling and calming the nervous system, being soothed by the sounds. Surrounding ourselves in golden bubbles. Every single being is in their own individualized holographic bubble of light, body matrix, alive, spinning, cleared with an electric blue trim and vibrant purple film. Feeling safe and secure, grounded and present, centered. Opening to a greater capacity of grace and ease. Turning on the receptor sites to deeply listen, feel, and experience source pulsing through. Healing the whole. Activating the dormant strands, the energetic upgrades. Our root systems deepen, connecting to our earth family, quantum family, embodied masters, elementals, frequency holders, the sea of consciousness, the sacred grids around the earth, holding the new templates and codes, are connected through the quantum field. And our branches rise up to the stars, the sun, heavens, opening up the satellite dishes for higher wisdom, greater truth, gaining the perspectives of the masters, the ancients, the guardians. Just let that feel good to breathe into this new space, this now-mint. Present time awareness is where all of our power lies. And let it seep into our cells, increasing our capacity for more life force energy to pulse through. 5 more deep breaths just like that. So fully receive, open, align, harmonize with the intelligence and power of nature. Soothing and releasing to build up the charge. Sloughing off the old and shedding, and making room for the new. Putting down the stories, concepts, perceptions, the habit of judging, comparing, analyzing. These are all mental noise and trappings that block the natural flow of source energy. When we create space and open up to the new, it comes pouring in, flooding the extrasensory abilities with heightened awareness. Everything is given. It's all available to us in the now. Every wish, hope, dream, and desire is granted at the leading edge of our powerful now. Yes. Putting down 5 seconds ago to bring all of our awareness to the 0 point energy of the heart. Synchronizing the hollow spheres, these energetic centers are all humming and vibrating in a dance of life. Smoothly, easily spinning, turning, radiating, activating the diamond heart. This divine spark that lives within every single being is the life-giving power path, choosing the beauty way, surrounding ourselves with the people, places, and things that bring us most alive, and awaken our joy and contribute to our well-being. The most important work we can be doing is to increase our joy, fun factor, vitality and radiance that comes from pure love and peace. Letting our soul self shine. Now that we have sealed the field and called in our angels, guides, and ascended masters, inner being, core essence, soul self, we are ready to allow the quantum healing to happen on all levels, places, spaces, and times, forwards and backwards. You're calibrating, editing the scripts, canceling the contracts, and renewing our commitment to soul path, life purpose. Putting down the masks, the personas, the habits that are blocking the natural flow of pure consciousness to reside and embody within us and through us. Everything that has gotten us here and created the character of who we are must be thrown into the cauldron of creation and burned and purified in the fires of transformation. Who we are becoming is most important at the leading edge of existence. We're birthing ourselves in the inspiration of spring. Keep presence an awareness on the inside of your being, no matter what is happening in the outer world. Always keep 20% of your presence on this connection. While doing, while speaking, while interacting, while living. Give yourself the care and consideration you need to be whole and healthy, open and aligned. There is nothing you cannot be or do or have. It's all a matter of time. This measuring stick and tool for lining up with the purest desires. The spirit path leads the way, and you simply follow like a compass to the next evolutionary step, always being lovingly supported and led to the highest path. Tuning and toning oneself to the individualized hologram of your soul's journey is most important. In your interactions, allow each person to be in their slice of life. Sovereignty, freedom, growth, expansion are your inheritance. They must be practiced into being. There's always going to be another octave and level of mastery to be gained through the unfurling and unfolding of life. Allow this expansion to be a joyful journey, an exciting adventure. The sticky, stuck places are the spots where more light wants to come in. Don't get caught in the webbing of overanalyzing through the mental spheres when the heart wants to lead the way. The heart has a vibrational tone and essence, a fragrance of love and spaciousness that goes beyond form and attachment. Tune and tap in to the softness, pristine purity of this place. The lightness of your being can shine through from this space. Letting go over and over again with every exhale, surrendering it up, offering it up. It will be composted and renewed. Healing all the timelines, reverberating back through the ancestral lines. The benefits and blessings are gained for all those that you've ever come in contact with, touching the hearts and life through the vibratory tones in the quantum field. Many, many, many beings are benefiting from this simple, open space of receiving and allowing. The broken links, the dormant strands of DNA are all being coded, healed, and revealed in the light of your consciousness. A deeper knowing and trust in this relationship will solidify the commitment and dedication that's needed to walk fully the spirit path. Every being is still learning and growing. Be easy about it. Tread lightly with kindness and compassion. Release the habits of judging. The mind is so strong that the spirit has the fortitude, vigor, and vitality to carry you through any turbulence, storms, or challenges. It is here to serve you, always and forever, eternally available in this moment now. We are just a collection of moments, a collection of choice points. Healing can happen on all levels when we stay in our lane and be in our zone of existence. The only thing we offer is our example and guidance through living it. We cannot heal for anyone else or do the work for anyone else. Let each person be exactly as they are, where they are, who they are. Assist and offer your gifts when it's available and feels true and right for your being. Release the habits of obligation, effort, force, pushing. They all lead to dismal results. You're not here for mediocrity. The brilliance and magnificence of who you are is constantly shining through and pulling you forward with the electromagnetic field. This birthing of the new earth, the new you. Feel these truths reverberating through the layers and levels down to the smallest subatomic aspect of your being. Spinning the electrons, revitalizing the cells. Trillions and trillions of tiny consciousness that make up the whole. Come into equanimity, harmony, and balance when these energies are received. All of your being must come back online and in line with your true purpose to experience the great power and enormous enormity of joy that you truly are. All the challenges and difficulties that have led you to this point have been serving you well. And in this moment now, call for more ease and grace. Your vortex is full. Your prayers have been answered. Let it come to you. Stay within the field of resonance. The world will go through many iterations that look like turbulence and difficulty, and still you can be walking with grace, ease, joy, and love in your step. Highest frequency always wins, so elevate above it. Perceive from this higher perspective and knowing what's really happening for you and others. Always take the high path, the beauty way. Allow the personality to slough off as it continues to serve the soul. And deepen your relationship to authentic power. No more need for control, manipulate, dominate. Just let that go as the strategy for rearranging particles and manipulating the world. It's unnecessary. Waste of time. There's a much more efficient and effective way of allowing the energy to flow. Everything you truly want is downstream. Follow the energy lines. Tap into your natural state of being beyond form on a regular basis to remember who you are. There's much benefit from these practices, and the commitment is consistent and done regularly, no matter what the outer circumstances are showing. You have within you the capacity to focus and direct your mind more deliberately, choosing wisely, and giving your attention only to the things that serve you well, that uplift your spirit, bring you joy, contribute to the peace that you desire in your heart. Tune to it as a state of being and release the outer circumstances from having so much influence and power over you. The golden bubbles, psychic shields, infinity mirrors, and roses of forgiveness will all protect you, so you can claim and own your space. No one can take anything from you. It's your choice. Remember that, practice that into being. Give freely and fully from a place of overflowing. And rest well, rejuvenate, recharge when needed. Give yourself the space and time to feel and be connected to your true self. The core of who you are is now strong and fortified and shining through. Every being has gifts to offer, is operating in their own genius, and needs nothing from you. Release the habit of horizontal exchanges and connect on the vertical plane with every creature. Everyone is operating at their own octave. No need to compare when we release the hierarchy and see the quantum field as a sea of consciousness. We're all swimming in the same life force, source power. We can tap into it or pinch it off, but it's always there for everyone equally. Let that feel good as a deep knowing and realization that releases all the judging, comparing, contrasting. It's all here for you. All available in the powerful now. These days, this precious time is sacred. Just allow yourself to be. The constant pushing, driving, and nudging the dial forward beyond the alignment and timeline of these powerful energies is causing stress. Pressure on the system will break down the vitality and limit the force field, core essence, connection. Relax into the unknown, the unfurling, the divine timing. And it's all happening here for you and through you. The small self does nothing on its own. Allow that to be relief and encouragement. Release the disappointment. The habits and patterns are becoming bigger and exaggerated to be more obvious. Meet them with more humor, more lightness of being. Life will continue to reveal itself to you from this place of open, receptive grace. Trust this in yourself. Fortify the new pathways and connections. You're balancing the brainwave or patterns. We are upgrading the nervous system, lubricating the joints and all the connective tissue, regenerating the parts and pieces that have been blocked and stuck, cut off, and coating the entire body with a golden nectar and quantum transfiguration light filaments that are tiny lasers that go in and create a state of coherence to optimize the systems. Dancing golden spirals fill every cell. Allowing there to be a levity, a buoyancy, and a lightness in the field. Healing happens in an instant, and the body matrix catches up to it in time as it is set on automatic as a slow release. Being fortified in your dreams, in your sleep, your rest time is vital to your optimal radiant health. Turn down and tune down the activity of the mind to feel the heart and connect to the deep well of emotions that are your instincts in your belly. The pineal, third eye, master cell activation has turned on the youth and vitality genes, the extrasensory abilities, telepathic, psychic abilities can be managed and monitored from this place of mastery. As you tap into the infinite intelligence and power of your true being. The body's immune system, hormones, endocrine system, digestion, they're all being fine-tuned to function optimally. Fortify your being and reverberate out to all the subtle energy body layers. Removing the stories and energetic blockages from the timelines to know your true power and authentic self as magnificent beyond measure. The virtues and nobility codes of higher truth and wisdom are your inheritance and available to you when you are operating from a place of high level integrity, alignment with Source Seal Self. We are complete for now. The whole system has been recalibrated, regenerated, and fine-tuned to the holy essence of the Sacred Heart space. The mind is now free from the weight and burdens, the heaviness of the ancestral ties and the habits that have been holding you back. The belly is soft and open, grounded and anchored into the earth to receive the new crystalline codes and star seeds in your core. Thank you, thank you, thank you for taking the time, setting the tone, and being in this sacred space with us. With great love and care, honor, reverence, and support, we're here with you always. Namaste.